Hi, John. Thursday, 12th December 2018. I just want to let you hear a recording yesterday of a meeting I've had with the Auckland Central Police Station, my friend Tony Geldenhuis. He listened what I had to say with the notices I dropped in to him. This is to officially give them notice to stand aside while we go and arrest John Key, Prime Minister of New Zealand, and Douglas Rikard Bell. It's taken quite some time to put this together. This commercial lien, Levy, arrest warrant, search and seizure documents. So there's about 65 pages altogether. We gave it to him, and also expressed that we're going straight into the High Court of Admiralty in London with Judge David Lindsay Mackey, with our jurisdictions of the way we apply law here to these as the landlord under the King William IV jurisdiction and his authority from his King's Bench, royal revenue. In other words, someone's collecting money for the silent partner King of England. So this is why I'm being very methodical with this case against any fraud blue-collar agent of the Crown. We're the principal to the agent. Crown agent, as in Crown Queen Elizabeth and her private companies here in New Zealand, and anything that's Crown and also Crown underneath the Church and State, the Vatican City Inc. and the Illuminati. Directors are the Black Pope Adolfo Nicholas Patron and Elizabeth Windsor, aka Queen of England. Okay, so we have that staring down a barrel to us, the sovereign people of the land, the organic, historic, astrological, astronomical, ancestral inheritance, customary native, absolute title, landlord, landowners of this country, New Zealand. Okay, so that's a mouthful of who we are as to King William IV organic, historic title of England, okay, as king. So kings on one side and queens on the other side. Queens, private companies, corporations, and king straight to the chiefs, the hapu, the indigenous people of the world who we represent as private prosecutors in this King William IV and Moai Admiralty Court. So we have our own court hearing here on Facebook, and that's admissible in the High Court of London. So I want you to hear what happened. I had a successful meeting with Tony Geldenhuis. He did my case in London for the lawyer Julian and Martin Scluna, the banker. Okay, so our private investigator, Graham, will chase after them. He will conduct, now go ahead with his instructions from me and Moai Crown Confederation to arrest John Key and seize his properties, and also the 61 Cook Street property, and the new owners, Simon Roundtree and James Brown. You'll have to go back to Mark Hornabrook and Andrew MacDonald to get your money back from those lawyers who created fraud here with the Land Register General and the Auditor General. I mean, Attorney General, Chris Collison. So you've got a number of people here caught up in the fraud. So this is the best I can do for citizens of this country who have been duped into the federal state government and the court-martial here of this country. So you'll see we have Hall and Gaskell. Those are two court-martials, judges from the High Court, Judge Maskell, a woman, and Judge Hall, both brand new federal state of New Zealand, Australia, Commonwealth of Australia, judges that are court-martial, that's in the Admiralty Court. So we're going head-to-head with them, with our jurisdiction of the King's William IV, King of the Sea, King of Commerce, King's Bench, and I'm here speaking for the King. Okay, I'm here chiefly speaking for the King and speaking for the indigenous people of the world. All right, from this point of view, that I want you to hear now this recording and what I just said to Tony Galvanise. Let's just wait for it to play and just talk over it for now. It's very important that the police are educated.
So it'll keep in tune with what I'm doing to make sure it's all legit, and he won't let anything go past if he's not happy with it. But so far he's quite happy with everything that I'm doing as far as the British jurisdictions are concerned and jurisdictions here. So I've learned which jurisdictions fit which documents. Has to be right, otherwise just wasting your time with courts. Yeah. So I've got no issues with judges because I'm going straight to the judge. They let me go straight past the front desk, straight to the judge because of the Moai statute in London and King William. He's got precedence as a King's Commerce. That's a big Navy thing. That's always been here. We've always had it, but the Maoris' brain don't tick when it comes to commerce. And the reason why Admiralty law applies to dry land as well as in the sea. So there's two sides of it. It's modified now in the last 2 years since they consolidated the Commonwealth of Australia, all the states in Australia, into one new government. Yeah. And now that's a federal state in Canberra. That's right. FBI there, set up straight into the US federal state. It's now part and parcel of a federal state here without telling the public. These are things that are in conflict with our commercial contract with Britain, with the Maoris. They've always got that, but they didn't know how it technically works and legally works. I've got guidance from Charles Hirschfeld. He's a criminal barrister, and he says it's everything I'm doing is okay. It's following. I've always got him before long, and also Kai Choi. He's the QC that signed the documents, the 26-page indictment, warrant, lien, whatever, straight to the judge. So you've got the QC talking to QC, and that's where I'm comfortable with the law on side as far as documents are concerned. So wherever you see the seal of King, this has been hidden. That's the only seal left in the Kings and Queens, but most of all the other ones. And I've kept King William only because he drafted in the Westminster Parliament, which is his house, of the Tudors, the commercial laws of King William III, put the Bank of England together. And then King William spent 52 years in the Navy. See, they obviously they're here, just stripped it and carpet here, but it's still alive. That flag, that Confederation flag is a bank trading commercial flag for trade, in particular of the British military and Navy especially. It is the only flag in the world that has that power, and it's what they call the silent king's partner. The silent king's partner, the king's bench, is where they get the revenue from the judge. And that's the part I'm challenging. Who is the creditor? And so I put myself as creditor and speaking for the king. But there's nothing anybody can do about it, because it fits the judge in London. Why we're his partner. He and I have that hanging on both sides. If there's any threat of any other state coming in between that contract, for example, the Admiralty, which is creeping into CNR. CNR through the Supreme Court. These are very serious things. I've been on to that for quite some time, of where the jurisdiction is of the Supreme Court here has been put together with the Queen. You've got the King on one side and the Queen on the other side. The Queen is with the government and Wellington. The King is with the chiefs of Auckland, with their contract.
Okay, so the next one was
Police. Yeah. All I'm saying is this. The police at this stage are not involved. I'm merely saying to them, because Mike Clemens told me from the start, it has to go to a higher authority, which I accept. I'm only here to drop things to tell you what I'm doing. That's about it.
okay.
And just because you know, and I
do have the background.
yes, yeah. So if there's anything I miss, I'll be the first to know.
Because like for Kate, she doesn't know the background.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I knew that I'm on the side of the police. I'm actually trying to help by knowing a lot of what's going on, so that it would lessen any waste of time for the police, because we already got a handle on who's who. But it's still me against the other guy. It's a conflict between me and, say, John King, and the other guy with the property. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And if they rang you up, you'd know why he's ringing up.
Yeah.
Because he has no say now, because he's had since 2009. So if we saw the affidavit, they just went straight over them. Right from the start when I put, you'll see the certificate of title. Since I've been a real estate, I didn't know that, but I know what happened. But it's easy for any expert land person to see where the problem is. The problem was with the little road going through the section, was a Crown Road, and what happened was Doug Rikard put the Latham investor for $300 million into the road, which was redundant. Got Don Grant. He just came from Australia. He's been doing the survey general, and he joined Levy. And so he took up, it was joining that up to make a legal title for the Supreme Court, to make all the other native titles in Australia legal. See, because now you've got the 1993 Te Whenua Act. That's the only act in the world that's got royal consent straight from Britain, not from Australia or anybody else made it up. They've used that, they've used it here, John T. gave it to them, and they've used that for all their land titles, their native land titles in Australia, and no evidence of. But that's another matter.
Okay.
These are just some of the things
So
that
the stuff that you've given me, Coai, okay.
it's on the record, and that's stuck there
Yeah.
for reference, so that if there's any surprises or anybody brings up, you'll know by just reading a little bit at a time that that's what our intentions are.
Okay.
Graham Mallet will pick up, and he will do what our investigator does, and onto the title project. That's where I had to get around it, because they want me over there to put the things together with the professors and the university and all that. So he wants, there's another palm guy wants to leave it here. And no, they'll take all the cream off. We're going to leave it here. Oh, well, you guys do it, you know. And then for me, because it's a lot of work for me to do the whole lot. So no, yeah, so that's all I wanted to do. Yeah. So what is it just that? Well, let's play along. You're thinking of this in a little note. Okay.
Sorry about the noise. I'm just walking back now from the police station down to my bikes. I get there on the bikes. I get a little bit of exercise. So I'll just finish off the video with just an account of what happened there.
Now, I've just been to see Tony Gildenhuis, and I've given them the documents online, and also spent time with him to discuss what is happening here. So I told him that Graham Aylett, the private investigator, will liaise with him and keep in touch with the cases. He was quite happy with that. I wasn't going to be too long with him, but it just appears that Kate Mason, my Clement's secretary, was confused with all the information that I had. But however, I'm quite happy with Tony today. It's Wednesday, the 11th of December 2013. I've had a good meeting with Tony, and I'll just record that on Facebook, that I can go ahead now with Graham Aylett and Aresh Donkey, and also Doug Rikard Bell, with the offences and the fraud that they've committed. But I leave that in the hands of Aylett, because he's a ex-detective, UK, and he knows what to do. I explained to Tony that we're in a direct commercial partnership with the British Defence Force, the Navy, and also the British government, not the Queen, but the King's Bench and the King's Commerce. Compared to that, the Moai Crown State, I told them that I have the Moai title. I'm standing in London. He understands that. He understands a lot of what I'm telling him. And I've recorded his voice in our meeting today, so that you can see that we have a real live case going on here with the court cases. I'm a private prosecutor in the Admiralty Court, the Moai Admiralty Court, first court case online. Okay, so that's John Wanoa, Auckland, New Zealand. Just telling you, we've had a successful meeting. I've met him before. I've told Tony Gildenhuis, he's the duty police officer here at Auckland Central Police Station, about the Julian Falconer lawyer in London, and also Martin Spooner, the banker, that Graham Aylett will go up and recover the money that they've stolen from me and every other court statement. So, thank you very much. We'll see you online on Facebook, and take this there to let you know what's happening. With all the documents, there are 60 of them, that I dropped them to the police station or thank you very much. Bye for now.
So there we go. That's the meeting I had yesterday on Wednesday. Finally got to sitting down with my old friend. I couldn't get to see Mike Clements, the District Commander of Auckland area. So that's right, because he was told me that from the start, his secretary, that it had to go to a higher authority. So that really meant that I can go ahead with them knowing what I'm going to do with this authority of a king. Okay, so we're just acting from the King's Royal Revenue bench, okay, here on Facebook. So now I'll go back, and I had a meeting last night with my friend who wished to be not named at the moment because he's going to be there's another poem, two poems now, two poems and a Danish brain box. That's all right, and one Maori. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to construct how we're going to put the debt instruments together with the pound note against the people who owe money. And that all goes back to the people who joined in with Moai Crown, right around the world, not just in New Zealand. It's not limited to New Zealand. So we're going with our own allies, the devil you know, then the devil you don't. Britain and the military to protect us with that flag. The 1835 Declaration of Independence flag is our commercial trading Lien, Levy, bank, trading flag, jurisdiction. It's a jurisdiction. It's the only flag in the world that has the power to go from one state to another country, and exercise the King's power, the King's bench as a court. Okay, so that's all I wanted to do, and today we get on with it to seize the property at 61 Cook Street. That's our next goal. In our meeting last night, to finance the private investigator to get him going, and anybody else to complete that case. There is nothing the people on the land can do about it because it's a bad title. Being in real estate myself, know what a bad title is. Right through. It's a fraud title that's been put together by the Crown agents themselves. We are the principal of the court, and we are the ones that give the court order and order the sheriff to go and see any properties in this country and check the titles, and if necessary seize them. Okay, that's what's going to happen here. There's nothing the government can do here. They don't have jurisdiction with their mace or over what we have. So we're going to exercise our right to self-govern this country and remove the government that's there now in conflict. I did mention to Tony that they're in conflict with us and the British and our business, our corporate trading state-to-state business, especially monarch. I'm a monarch sovereign myself. Okay, that's what I want to tell you. Our memorial is the Moai statues that are sitting in the most powerful countries in the world. That belongs to my ancestors, the Wanoa people of AOTEA mountain in Tahiti, and also Rapa Nui, East Island. It's marked, very well marked, as survey marks of God's title. Okay, here on the East Cape, Mokonui and Te Pito, and to Ghana, the Kingdom of Ghana. Okay, those people in South Africa, the male line of Nubians in Giza, to Ghana, all that area there, that's where we're connected here with this obelisk of the sun Ra, and to Moai statute. Direct blood DNA. You took a blood sample, you'll find it's correct. Okay, so that's against the Vatican, popes, queen, fraud on one side. Right? That's their crown. That's their assumed sovereignty over these lands. We're removing everything of their titles. Okay, one by one person at a time. So I've got John Key and Doug Rikard Bell. Those two people against me and Moai Crown. That's corporation, right? And Moai Crown and AOTEA AOTEA Limited. That's another corporation. And Moai Powerhouse Group in London. That's another corporation. And Moai Powerhouse Group here. Moai Powerhouse private company here. So there's private companies, okay? And we're just going one corporate to the other. If they break our law, that's one thing. The common law here, Chancery Court in London. We're going through the courts in London to get here, right? So anybody who tries to respond, go to London first, then back here to the courts here. We'll transfer from there to here. We'll actually go into the Supreme Courts here and hire the building, right? And use the building if we need to. But being online, it's 2 hours is the minimum time for a court case to be heard in front of myself, private prosecutor. Okay, we bring cases. When we do the first one, we can go and do more after that. Okay, so this is a private company, corporation, Admiralty, Moai Admiralty Court, for the marshal, court marshal, right? And you got the sheriffs. Sheriff can knock the door. Court marshal seize the property. Okay, court marshal seize property, and me, the private prosecutor, to prosecute the person who's caused the fraud on these lands. Okay, or anywhere in the world for that matter. And so that's it. It's that simple. And 20 pages. Well, we've got 60 pages at this time. But that's the minimum of requirement in the High Court of Admiralty in London. Okay, so that's all I want to say before this video goes for one day. Thank you very much, and see you later. Bye for now. John. Auckland, New Zealand. Be nice. And vote for Maua.